Good afternoon, friends, and welcome back to Honeybee Farmstead. I'm Mel, and thank you so much for joining us. Today, we thought we would show you guys how we make our 30-minute IBC hay feeders. But there's so much more than just a hay feeder. We put the mineral blocks in the bottom of them. It keeps them off the ground and keeps them out of the dirt. And we also put calf pellets in the bottom when we want to feed calves and things. So here's Noah now selecting his perfect IBC to show you guys how to make a 30-minute IBC hay feeder. She thinks you're her baby too. Alright, so we've got an IBC exactly as they come. They vary a little bit depending what was in them. But we've done one earlier, and I'm going to go over and show you all the tools you need. So this is the one we did earlier out of an old IBC we had sitting around. That's going to go out into the goat pen soon. So what you'll need for this job is a welder, obviously all of your safety gear, safety glasses, ear muffs or ear plugs, welder, gloves. We need a grinder. We used both the cutting disc and a sanding disc. We've got cordless here, but you don't have to have cordless. And then all the different things that you might need to take out some screws and things like that. And any of these might be potentially needed as well. And some welding wire just in case we run out. What else did we do? Oh, and a piece of mesh. So the way we do ours, is we weld in a piece so that it's a little bit wider, and you can actually fit 3 square bales in here. So if you were to go away for a weekend, you can actually fit 3 in here. The only thing we don't have here to demonstrate is we buy some Oki straps just from your local hardware, and they clip on here, go through the hole to hold them straight and clip on the other side, and that just holds your plastic lid on. Now this, we've cut this with a deeper bit of plastic because if the hay happens to mean it comes out a bit higher, we've got a lot more space here. So we quite often throw a mineral block in there, a mineral lick in there for them to lick at whenever they want. The feeders that we have in for the calves, quite often we throw calf pellets in there as well. Obviously we would make sure this is clean, and this has just had water in it, but we would give it a big scrub out and make sure it's nice and clean. But that's it. If you didn't want to have to mess around and do the welding of the piece of mesh, which we really like because it keeps it nice and sturdy, you can just drill some holes in each of these and wire them together in a V. That makes it a lot more narrow here. Sorry, not as narrow here, a lot more space in there, but it does give you a point in the center. So it seriously is super quick and easy, and Noah's building them because he wants to start selling them to people for their homesteads, and yeah, he wants to just demonstrate to you guys how he does it.
What's going on? I'm Noah, and we're just going to start off with taking this bit off. So we're just going to be nice tight fit. Make sure it's in reverse. Start taking it out. Just take it out. You want to save this bit for later. Cut. Easy. Cut. 2 bolts removed. Time to the other 2. Uno. Duo.
Do
Ready. Now we have these off, very loose. We're going to strip everything off the IBC like this, and there's another few bits on the side. We're going to take these off, and then we're going to flip it, and then take this out.
Now all the plastics, I think they just clip off.
Should just clip right off, just like this. Just like that. Take all the plastics off.
And then we got to get those off, eh?
We're going to take everything off, we'll strip it down, and we'll show you all of it after that. So today we're going to get the Sharpie, we're going to be lining it up. So we're going to go from one up, so we have a bottom here. We're going to put it like this. And then what we're going to do, just going to draw a little line following that bit. Go on to the next bit, follow it around, little line. Now this IBC is a bit more difficult because it's got like little grooves. We'll make it happen. Now guys, we are going to flip this one and take the plastic out of it. Super light, super easy to flip. Like that. Grab that. Just like that, guys. I think I was going the right way.
Gotta hurt.
You would not believe how hard that was. I think I just made myself look really weak, but it was on there pretty tight. Just like that. It's taken off.
Save all those bits, that stuff's expensive.
Now we're going to move on to the frame. And we're going to weld the frame up. So, next, before we do this part, you're going to want to protect your eyes, your ears, and your breathing. You don't want to breathe any bad things in, so you're going to wear this. And then we're going to not cut this, or this bit. We're going to cut 1, 2, and 3. Good. All the protection gear on. You're going to want to take your Sharpie, and you're just going to want to mark a nice piece just here. You do not want to go over. You want to stay just across this line. Little line, little line, right here. Little line, little line, little line. Now if you trust yourself to cut it nice and straight, you can do that. Cut. Sharpie or something to draw with. You can line that, hold it up, that bit, not that bit, and you're going to cut through that. We're going to bend these in now. So that there, give it a little bend, just like that, and then we're going to want to cut our piece of mesh here to fit right inside there, and then what we're going to do, we're going to tap and we're going to weld every single piece. And now Dad is going to help me, and we're going to lift this up. We're going to give it about a measurement. Okay, so we're going to cut 1 and 2 off, and then we're going to want to cut it there. Now, you're going to want to make a little line, and where you're going to sand it. On each one, I'm just going to finish that off, there, there. I'm going to go right along and I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to get the sander, the sand thing, and then I'm just tap a little bit off there so it creates a good weld. Now you're going to want to swap your blade to a sanding blade so you can knock some galv off so you can get a nice weld on there. Take the battery out. And if you've got a Milwaukee, you want to hold this a little bit, get all jaws out. Get it a nice spot where it's clipped in. And you want to pull it off, lefty, loosey, righty tighty. Take that bit off. Put that bit on. Make sure it's all lined up. Put it on. Put it nice and tight. And that's how you tighten it. So once you do that, you're going to see sometimes your mesh or whatever you're going to use is going to have a bit of bend in it. What you're going to want to do is you want to bend it back.
Because you're recycling.
Yep, you're recycling. So you want to bend it back, make it nice and flat. So it's nice and it's about even. And then you want to roughly line it up about where you want it. And that's exactly how we're going to have it. So at the end of this, this is what it's going to look like. Now, and now I'm going to start cutting it. Durable, reliable, high feeder. And you put any type of food in the bottom, you can use it for anything. Nice and easy, 30 minutes, done. Test we do is if you can walk on it and it doesn't break. As you can see, pretty sturdy.
Good job. No animal breaking that. There you go. How was that? Pretty simple, pretty easy. And it's awesome because of the recycling factor. There's so many of these sitting around. Sometimes you can pick them up for $50 each. They're not as good in condition as this. These ones are quite a lot more expensive because this one's got no rust or anything. It's brand new.
But like that, there's one right there. That would be for free.
No, you can't get them for free.
People would give them for free.
Yeah, I've not seen them for free anymore since people have been doing cool things like this. But we are massive recyclers, as you guys know. So we have got a box over here for all the bits that we've cut off them, and the plumbing taps and things like that, because down the track we might use them for fire units or anything like that. And we don't know what we might want to use any of this stuff for, so we're keeping it in our to use later pile. Good job, Noah.
Looks good.
Now we're going to pump out a few more because Noah's going to make some to sell to try and fund his car because he's about close to getting his license. So I'm going to buy a few off him, and yeah, we'll put some up for sale. Hope you liked that video. If you did, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up or a comment below. We love the comments. Share with any friends that you think might enjoy this. And until the next video, thank you so much for joining us. Take care of each other and bye for now. There's the drain hole, and it goes on an angle so it's able to be drained. These are the straps that hold the lid on. Ready, Noah? Come over here. All right, so we quite often pour grain and stuff in the bottom. There we go. And we've got some little actors to help us demonstrate. And then we wanted to show as well how easy 2 bales of hay will fit in there. Right. He's got to straighten it first, love. Right. Cut the strings off. Righto, that's the hay done. And if you just jostle it around and put the lid back on, so jostle the bottom, run around so it can slip down to the bottom. There you go, now put the lid on. And the straps are designed to keep it down. And now Ryder's going to demonstrate the other thing we do with it that is super handy. Mineral lick goes in there. They can get their heads in everywhere. There are no sharp edges for danger. It's covered for weather, even though it's summer, but winter you'll appreciate that. And there you go. It has the deeper reservoir here, and Noah can walk on that actually. So when he was testing it to see if it was strong enough, he was walking up and down it, strong as. It's all been galved. There you go. And we've been using one exactly like this, made exactly the same, for the last 3 years or more, actually longer, because we had it at the last house, with our Jersey cows and our Jersey crosses and goats and sheep and whatnot, and they are still as new as the day we put them in. So everyone's saying that they wouldn't be strong enough for cows. It's actually not true, unless you've got a proper feral cow that headbutts it all the time, maybe. But we have bulls in our paddocks and they never get damaged. So there you go. That's how you use it, guys.
Mum, even the shape that area.
I know. Oh, little sweetie. You had enough food.
You
Wait.